Hello and welcome back to another tutorial. So in today's video we're going to learn how to make this top. That sounds like something you're interested in learning. Keep on watching and let us get straight into the video. So this is the fabric we're working with for this tutorial, and we're working with 2 yards of striped fabric. So now we're just going to move on to the cutting process. So starting off by marking the shoulder to waist line, and I'm using 18 inches. I'm going to make it 18.5 inches because we're going to attach this to the flare at the waistline area. So I'm just going to mark this across. I'm also going to mark my bust point line, and then we're just going to extend the lines and rule them out so you can see them clearly. Now I'm going to mark my shoulder measurements divided by 2 at this point, and then from there we're going to come down by 1 inch for our shoulder slope and then mark our armhole depth. Now we're going to rule this out, and then we're going to move on to add our body measurement. I came out on this part here by 1 inch, so we can use that to cover out our armhole. And then before we curve this out, I'm going to mark my bust measurement divided by 4, and then I'm going to add 1 inch for ease and then 1 inch for the sewing allowance, and then we're going to curve this out like this. Next, I'm going to mark my neckline. For the neckline, the width I'm going to mark 3 1/4 at this point. And then for the depth, because this is the back part, we're going to come down by 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to curve this out. Next, we're going to use our ruler to connect the lines from the neckline down to our shoulder slope. Now I'm adding in my body measurement, and I'm starting off with my bust measurement divided by 4. I'm going to add 1 inch for ease and then 1 inch for seam allowance. I'm doing the same thing for the waist. I'm going to add the waist measurement divided by 4. I already added the ease, and then I added the seam allowance at the sides. So now I'm just connecting the lines to meet each other, and we're going to move on to cut this out. Now we're using the back piece to cut out the front piece, so we're just placing this on fold, and I'm going to go ahead to trace this out. Now after cutting this out, we're going to take one piece out, and then we're going to use this one here for the front piece. So to start off, we want to go ahead to curve out our neckline. So from this point, I'm just marking 2 inches. I marked 2.5, but I later went ahead to change this to make it 2 inches because I didn't want it to be too deep. So I'm going to mark that out, and then we're going to trace this out. After which, we're going to cut out the excess fabric and then slit this into 2. After slitting this into 2, we want to start sewing. We're going to place the back piece on top of this, right sides facing each other, and we're going to start off by stitching down the shoulder areas. Sorry that part wasn't in frame, but we're basically going to stitch the shoulder areas by 1/2 inch. Now for the flared part of the top, we want to go ahead to cut out the fabric for that, and to do this we are going to use our waist measurement times 3 for the width of the flare, while for the length I'm just placing my tape from my waist area all the way down. So the full length I'm working with is 26.5 inches. So I already have the first layer I cut out on top of my fabric. So I'm going to cut this out till what I have is approximately my waist measurement times 3. So for me, the waist measurement I'm working with is 32 inches. So 32 inches times 3 is what we're going to work with. So I'm going to cut them out, and then we're going to join them together. So this is what we have. We're going to hold both fabrics together, and place them right sides facing each other, and then just stitch it down by 1/2 inch. We're going to do this and set this aside to work on our main bodies now. So this is what it's looking like after we joined the shoulder. You can see that I just closed it up neatly. Now what we want to do is we want to go ahead to pipe the armhole area here. So we're going to need our fabric, and I cut this on bias, and it's about 1.5 inches wide. So we're going to use this now. We're going to hold it together to just pipe the edges of the armhole area, since we're not going to have a sleeve for this. So I'm going to take this with me to the machine, and I'm going to show you how to go about it. I'm done sewing this, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead now to trim out the excesses here. After trimming out the excess, I'm going to fold it in like this to the wrong side of the fabric, and then we're going to top stitch on it to secure it in place. I'm also going to repeat the same process for the opposite side. Now after we're done piping the armhole areas, this is what it looks like. You want to go ahead to press it down with your iron so it's looking neat and it's laying down flat. Now the next step we want to take is we want to go ahead to place them right sides facing each other like this, and then we want to go ahead to stitch the sides. So I'm going to go ahead now to join both sides, and then we're going to come back to attach our flare before we go ahead to finish this top. Now I'm done joining the sides. This is what we have. Next, what I want to do is I'm going to take my tape, and I'm going to take note of what we have at the waist area. So I'm using my tape now to just measure through, and whatever we have there is what we're going to gather our flare for the bottom part to. So if we have 100, we want to go ahead to gather that excess we have all the way till we have 100. Now for the fabrics we're going to use for the gathers, after joining them together, I went ahead to fold the bottom parts neatly, and then I went ahead to run loose stitch at the top, as you can see already. So we're going to gather this loose stitch till we get the figure we had after taking the measurement for the upper bodies. So I'm just going to go ahead now to gather this till I get what I need. So after gathering this is what we have. We have approximately 42.5 inches, which is what I had at the up part when I took the measurement. Now I'm placing them right sides facing each other so we can attach them together. So we're going to start from this point, and we're going to stitch them together by 1/2 inch all the way to the other side. So like I mentioned in my last video, we now have a Telegram group where you can make tutorial requests. You can share sewing related challenges and questions, whether it's about what fabric to use or what machine to get. You can ask whatever questions that is sewing related on our Telegram group chat. We're also going to be holding monthly challenges to help us grow together as fashion designers and sewists. If you're interested in joining this group, I'll have the link in the description box below so you can go check it out. After joining them together, you can see what it's looking like right now. Now we want to move on to pipe the parts where we slit open at the front. So this is the fabric I'm using. You can see how I went ahead to iron this down with my iron after cutting this out. It is not on bias, so we're just going to use this to pipe that slit. So you just need to watch closely. You can see I've already done this for the first part. I'm going to show you how I finished that part up on this opposite side. So you just want to watch closely and you understand what I'm doing. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave it in the comment section below as usual. So I'm opening this up, and I'm just moving this away. You can see that it's ½ inch away from the main starting point. I'm just going to start sewing now from that point. So I'm using the ironing lines that I created as a guide to stitch this. So I'm using that ½ inch I ironed out, and we're going to stitch this all the way to the top. Now after sewing that ½ inch mark, we want to fold it in like this again and then top stitch. But before we do, we're going to fold this outwards like this and then stitch this part. So I'm going to do that now. Now after sewing, we want to trim this out and then flip this over to the right side. So I'm just adjusting this so that everything is sitting nicely. If you missed that, you want to go ahead to go back and watch it again. We're not going to repeat the same process for the top part here, simply because we're also going to pipe that part separately. But basically now I'm just folding this back in like this, and then we're going to top stitch along that part all the way down. Now after sewing, this is what it's looking like. We're gonna have to finish up both sides. Now we want to work on the neckline area here. So for the neckline area, we're also going to repeat similar process, but you want to cut out the fabric strap that you're going to use for the neckline area on bias so you can manipulate it, which is what I did here. And I went ahead to iron it the same way I ironed the first pieces we used earlier. So now we want to go ahead to use this and just start piping the neckline area all around. So during this, we're going to take note of the steps we took earlier for the other parts we just sewed. So I'm just going to fold this in like this, and then we're going to stitch this by ½ inch and then trim out the excess before we can start inserting this in. So I'm done with that, and this is what it's looking like. Now I'm going to insert this into the neckline area so that we can just start top stitching on this neatly. Now we're just going to stitch this as we go. I'm going to have to insert it into the neckline area. As I'm stitching, I'm making sure that I'm stitching on both sides, that the stitch I'm making here is reflecting on the strap on the other side. So I hope you understand what I mean. You don't want to rush this step so it comes out neatly. So I'm just sewing this and I'm going to stitch it all the way to the other side. Now when I get to this ending point where we have a bit of excess fabric there, I'm going to cut the thread, and then we're going to hold this part like this and then just hold it down just so we know where to stop. And then when I see that, I'm going to eyeball that and just trim out a bit of the excess and leave about ½ inch of sewing space. You can see that we have about ½ inch of sewing space there. So I'm going to flip this over to the wrong side to stitch it down the way we did for the opposite side. But first I'm going to mark it so I know where I'm sewing on. So now I'm going to flip this over to the wrong side, and then we're going to run a stitch along that part where we just marked. After sewing, I'm going to trim out the excess and then we're going to flip it over to the right side the way we did the opposite side. Now we want to go ahead to adjust it, making sure that everything is sitting down nicely, and then we're going to continue stitching this to just finish up the edges. We're done sewing, and this is what the neckline is looking like. This is the right side and then this is the wrong side. So far this is what the top is looking like. Now we just want to go ahead to create the straps to tie at the front part of the top. I've gone ahead to sew and iron this. This is what they're looking like, and the length for this is about 28 inches. You can just do this as long as you'd like, depending on how you'd like to tie them. So I went ahead to stitch and iron out 4 pieces of this, and we're going to attach them on both sides of the top. Now we're going to pin this down to our top so we can go ahead to secure them in place. So I'm just pinning this down. I'm adding one directly at where we have that joining, as you can see, and I'm going to pin them on both sides. I'm also going to pin the other two upwards. So I'm going to place my tape from this top part here, and I'm just going to mark this 7 inches point. That 7 inches point is where we're going to pin the other two. Now I want to go ahead to stitch this down, and you can see how I placed this to sew as opposed to how I pinned it down earlier. So I put it inside, so we're stitching this from the wrong side to the right side. So we're going to go ahead now to just secure all 4 straps in place, and then I'm going to come back to show you guys what the final result looks like. So I couldn't get a video of the final result, but this is the picture of my friend wearing the top when I was done making it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you found this video helpful in any way, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed already, and if you enjoy watching videos like this, you're also going to enjoy watching this one here. So you can go check that out, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.